Hi and welcome to Antelope. This is part 1 of our little tutorial on how to use Antelope. Antelope is a one-stop shop advanced survey analytics tool, and if you want to skip right to the data analytics and data creation part, or if you already have a completed CSV and completed Google Forms or SurveyMonkey sheet forms, then please skip to the part 2. But in this very short part 1, we'll just be covering how to create a survey. And so the easiest way to do that is just once you log in, you'll be seeing this screen and you'll probably have access to several data sets up here. These are just trial data sets for you to play around with and to take a look. Just go on over to create survey, and of course at the top left hand corner you'll see AI survey builder. That's our flagship. If you want to go about it doing it manually, you'll have the manual survey over here, and qualitative survey is a relatively new feature where you set rough boundaries, red flags, green flags, what you want to explore, and of course on the left there is quiz survey. That's if you have a quiz type survey where you have a definite answer and you want that scored. So right here we'll just click create AI survey builder, and you'll notice right away there's a placeholder cover. You can choose whether or not you want all questions, one question at a time, or sections, and all you have to do is basically just put in your prompt, and you'll be able to choose, for example, what model you want to create it. Now we find that it's best if you follow capital CAPIL in prompting. And CAPIL stands for context, audience, parameters, intentions, and limitations. The context means that you should tell the AI roughly what you're creating and why. Audience means who are you creating it for. Parameters would be something like what kinds of questions. For example, would you want 20 questions, 25 questions, 4 open-ended questions, or have the first 3 questions be demographic? And the I stands for intentions. What are you going to do with this data? What is it for? What is it for in the long term? Is it meant to be regressible? Is it meant to be easily measured? Is it meant to be part of a longitudinal data set that evolves from month to month? And L are some limitations. What are some no-go zones, red flags, for example, politics. Now once you've done all of that and you click generate, it's going to take about 1 to 2 minutes to come up with what you want, and we're not going to do that on film, but based on that we've got some responses, so you can change of course the title, the description, and over here we're quite proud of this feature. You have an anonymity level. You have full demographics, semi-anonymous, and anonymous. Now of course if it's anonymous, then we're not going to use the data to train and create any digital twins, but of course if what you want is an enduring sort of relationship with customers that are giving experience, or your audience, or a closed community, then you're probably going to want full demographics on our secure website and servers. Semi-anonymous is something that you do most likely if you're an academic researcher. For example, you want to be able to regress certain kinds of outcomes with people's ages, genders, and occupational things. Of course, if you don't want to do that, you can just make it fully anonymous and none of that data will be collected, and just have those demographic markers be part of the survey itself. You can schedule your survey with start time and start date, and then you have your questions. So of course here we wanted the first couple of questions to be demographic. What's your age group, what's your gender, and that kind of thing. And you can also, for example, change the order of the questions and scroll down. So let's just go through the questions really quickly one by one. What best describes your occupational field? And you've got options here. So for example, we can actually add in any other options. So for example, we can say here we can type in government, so employee, and you can also add in media for each of the questions. So where do you reside, how often do you visit, how much do you typically spend, and approximately how much do you spend here in a month, do you currently have a membership card, and if you're offered a membership with 10% off, would that change? So that's similar to our Van Westendorp analysis, but of course it's not the same, and we will be building in advanced features in the months to come. So if you have a membership, how would your average spend per visit change? Features, Wi-Fi, decor, a variety of food options, and ranking the features of course is very useful. So as you can see, this template is all ready to go. You don't have to fret about it or think about it in terms of CX. It's just ready to go, and so on and so forth. So right now we have quite a few questions, up to 30 questions, and unfortunately I think that's because we did not set a limitation. So when we put in our prompt, we've said at least 20 questions, but we should have said maximum of 20 questions. And that's a lesson for me to learn next time. Always stick with capital. That's context, audience, parameters, intentions, and limitations. So we're just going to go ahead and save and continue editing. And of course, right at the bottom there, if you saw it, you can also click and add in your own questions. Now, you can deploy your digital twins for this. Because this is a new account that I've created for demoing, there's really not a lot of digital twins that are available, but we'll see what comes up. There's nobody at this point of time. So digital twin is something that you can use. It's basically a contextualized LLM, a mini LLM. If you can think about it, that should answer it according to what is the trained data that's available. But of course, since this is a new account and we're a new startup, we don't have a lot of data on the back end at the moment. So again, anonymity level, we're just going ahead to anonymous, and we're going to publish our survey. And that's that. Let's take a look at the quick dashboard. Of course, we've just published it, so there's not going to be anyone. But this dashboard should give you an overview to track your data as it comes in. Of course, with advanced analytics, you can click generate. Well, that's not available right now because there's no data coming in. But that's that. That's the basics of how to use Antelope. Thank you very much for watching this. We hope to see you around sometime, and we hope that you've made your data gathering journey just that much better, lighter, and faster. See you soon on Antelope. Bye.